Okay, so let us begin with Act 2 of the play, The Apple Cart, by George Bernard Shaw, prescribed for the students of BA Part 3 English Literature in Paper 1. So we saw that his beloved, the woman, they are more like good friends. Maintaining her in one rushed out to have tea with the description, a low balustrade ranged along the balustrade, some dining room chairs, etc. Sitting apart near the corners of the steps, the queen to the king's right. He's reading the evening paper. She's knitting. She has a little work table on her right with a little gong on it. A gong is a kind of bell which she can ring in order to call somebody, the servant, etc. The queen. Why did you tell them to leave the chairs when they took away the tea? So the tea is over and both are busy doing their thing. As it has just been said, she is knitting and the king is reading the paper. So Magnus says, I shall receive the cabinet here. I will meet them here. Here? Why? Well, I think the open air and the evening light will have a quieting effect on them. Quieting means a calming effect on them. They cannot make speeches at me so easily as in a room. They cannot shout at me. They cannot put me in a corner. Why? Because out in the open, they know they are within hearing distance from other people of the palace. The queen also may hear them. So they have to maintain the decorum that is expected when they are in the presence of the king. Are you sure? When Robert asked Bernardes where he learnt to speak so beautifully, he said in Hyde Park. Hyde Park is a central park in London city. So says, yes, sir, it's a public park in London. Yes, but with a crowd to stimulate him. Stimulate him means to arouse him, to excite him. Robert says, you have tamed Bernardes. So, tamed means subdued him, calmed him down, made him humble. Magnus, I have taught him how to behave, valet all the beginners, and personal attendant, guide them in what is right. It teaches them how to use their strength instead of wasting it in making fools of themselves. That is, by behaving stupidly, they make fools of themselves, but it teaches them how to conserve their energy. Later, those very people use, that is, words, they soon learn the ways. Pamphilus enters along the terrace from the queen's side. So Magnus, looking at his watch, good heavens, they have not come, have they? They is the cabinet. It's not 5 yet. No, sir, it's the American ambassador who has come to meet you. Hearing this, the queen is as audienceman, means a prior appointment. After all, Magnus is the king. And you cannot just walk in to meet the king. You have to take an appointment. So does he have an appointment? No, he says he must see his majesty at once. Can't get anything means he is not telling me the reason for his visit. All he says is that he must meet you at once. The queen must? An American must see the king at once without an audience? She's even more annoyed. As if there is a compulsion. Well, Magnus, rising, send him in, Pam. It's okay, Pamphilus goes out. So the queen says, I should have told him to write for an audience and then kept him waiting a week for it. What she means to say is, had I been in your place, I would have asked him to take an appointment for a formal meeting. And then kept him waiting for a week. So Magnus, what? When we still owe America that old war debt? Debt means borrowed money. England had borrowed money from America. The ambassador of America. No, you would. Please write the meaning. When a large country government taking over the weaker countries have important resources. For example, India was taken over by England. So the imperialist country was England. So you wouldn't do that, my dear. Instead, you would be crawlingly civil to him. Crawlingly means on your hands and knees. And civil means courteous. As I am going to be confound him. Confound him is an expression of annoyance. Damn him. May he go to hell. Just then Pamphilus reappearing. His Excellency the American President Mr. Van Hatten. He retires, that is, he goes back inside as Mr. Van Hatten enters in an effusive condition. Effusive means expressing gratitude. Expressing gratitude in an unrestrained manner. UNRESTRAINED. Unrestrained manner. And like a man assured of an enthusiastic welcome, that is, he's sure he will be welcomed, hurries to the Queen and salutes her with a handshake so prolonged that she stares in astonishment. Prolonged means for long moments. It goes on for long moments. That she stares at him with great surprise. She's shocked, she's astonished. First at him and then appealingly at the king. Appealingly means asking the king for help, not through words but through her eyes, with her hands being vigorously wrung and waved up and down all the time. Vigorously. What on earth is the matter, Mr. Van Hatten? You are shaking Her Majesty's rings off. That is, what is the matter? Stop shaking Her Majesty's hand, the Queen's hand. Van Hatten desisting. Immediately he stopping. Her Majesty will excuse me when she learns the nature of my errand here. The nature of my errand means the reason for my coming here. Why I have come here. This King Magnus is a great historic scene. One of the greatest perhaps that history has ever recorded or will ever record or will ever again record. So Magnus, have you had tea? Tea? Who can think of tea at such a moment as this? So the Queen coldly, without any warmth. It is hard for us to share your enthusiasm in complete ignorance of its cause. That is, it is difficult for us to be as enthusiastic as you are without knowing the reason for your excitement. So tell us. Van Hatten, that is true, ma'am. I am just behaving like a crazy man. But you shall hear. You shall judge. And then you shall say whether I exaggerate the importance. Exaggerate means make something seem larger. Make something seem larger, comma, better, comma. So, of an occasion, immensity means a very large occasion, and I am not exaggerating it. Magnus, goodness gracious. This is an exclamation of surprise. Won't you sit down? Van Hatten taking a chair and placing it between them. I thank your majesty, and he sits down. You have some exciting news for us, apparently. Apparently, seemingly, ऐसा लगता है. Is it private or official? So, that is according to what one says, how it appears to be. Is it private or is it official? Van Hatten, official, sir. No mistake about it. No doubt about it. What I am going to tell you is authentic from the United States of America to the British Empire. Authentic means true or accurate or real or genuine. This is official information from USA to the British Empire. So the Queen discreetly, she says, perhaps I had better go because you are discussing some official matter. And he says, no, ma'am, you shall not go. Whatever may be the limits of your privileges as the consort of your sovereign. Consort means partner or wife or husband. Sovereign means king or the ruler. That is, being only the wife of the king, your privileges or rights are limited. But it is your right as an English woman to learn what I have come here to communicate. To learn means to know what I have come here to share or to tell. Magnus, my dear Van Hatten, what the devil is the matter? What are you talking about? Tell us immediately. He is creating so much of suspense that Magnus cannot control himself any longer. Magnus, Van Hatten says, King Magnus, between your country and mine, the borrowed money has borrowed money from USA. From USA. Which is still not paid PAYED paid fully. कई साल पहले इंग्लैंड ने अमेरिका से उधार लिया था और वो उधार अभी तक भी नहीं चुकाया गया है. So there is a debt. Magnus, does that matter? Now that our capitalists have invested so heavily in American concerns that after paying yourselves the interest on the debt, you have to send us $2,000 million a year to balance the account? Okay. Does it matter now that our capitalist means a person who has a large amount of money invested in a business. Who has a large amount of money invested in a business. हम जिसको पूंजीवादी कहते हैं, धनवान पूंजीवादी, जो किसी बिजनेस में अपना पैसा लगाते हैं, वो कैपिटलिस्ट कहलाते हैं. तो हमारे इंग्लिश कैपिटलिस्ट ने अमेरिकन कंपनीज़ में अपना पैसा लगाया है और उस पैसे के बदले हमने जो तुमसे ऋण लिया था उसका इंटरेस्ट काटने के बाद भी तुम हमारे को हर साल $2,000 million a year वापस देते हो पैसा. तो उस डेट का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. हम तो तुम्हारे को रेगुलरली ब्याज दे रहे हैं. वैन हैटन कहते हैं, किंग मैग्नस, फॉर द मोमेंट फॉरगेट फिगर्स, फॉरगेट द नंबर्स. रुपया कितना मांगते हैं, लेन देन कितनी करनी है. बिटवीन योर कंट्री एंड माइन देर इज़ ओनली अ डेट. देर इज़ नॉट ओनली अ डेट बट अ फ्रंटियर. फ्रंटियर मीनिंग बॉर्डर. हम दोनों देशों के बीच उधार तो चल ही रहा है, एक बॉर्डर भी है. द फ्रंटियर दैट हैज़ ए बॉर्डर है जिस पे ना तो एक स्थापित है बंदूक. कैनेडियन सब्जेक्ट ऑफ योर थ्रोन। यानी कि द रिलेशंस बिटवीन अमेरिकन्स एंड ब्रिटिशर्स आर सो फ्रेंडली दैट देर इज़ नो नीड टू प्रोटेक्ट द बॉर्डर। और हर रोज़ कनाडा के लोग अमेरिकन्स के साथ हाथ मिलाते हैं। उस समय जब तब भी इंग्लैंड के अधीन था, है 100-125 साल पहले। मोर एक्सपेंसिव के बाद की बात है वो। द फ्रंटियर नो लॉन्गर एग्जिस्ट। हमने जो उधार दिया था वो ख़त्म हो गया है। हमारे और आपके बीच की जो बाउंड्री है वो भी ख़त्म हो गई है। हम एक हैं। इंग्लैंड ने अमेरिका पर भी कब्ज़ा कर रखा था, लेकिन 1707 में 1707 में अमेरिका ने अपनी इंडिपेंडेंस हासिल कर ली थी। हम तो उनके 200 साल के भी बाद इंडिपेंडेंट हुए हैं ब्रिटिशर्स से, लेकिन अमेरिका काफ़ी जल्दी फ्री हो गया था। उसके बाद बॉर्डर बना। तो क्वीन कह रही हाउ कैन दैट बी, ये कैसे हुआ, हाउ इज़ दिस पॉसिबल? सो मैग्नस, am I to understand, Mr. Van Hatten, that by some convulsion of nature, the continent of North America has been submerged in the Atlantic? Now, अगर हम दुनिया का मैप देखें तो इंग्लैंड और अमेरिका के बीच अटलांटिक ओशन है, सीमाओं को एक दूसरे से अलग करता है। तो उसका जिक्र करते हुए मैग्नस कह रहे हैं दैट डू आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट ड्यू टू सम वायलेंट मूवमेंट that no one can control, convulsion जिसको कहते हैं, the continent of North America has been submerged. Submerged means gone under water या drowned in the Atlantic Ocean. क्या आप ये कह रहे हैं? Van Hatten, something even more wonderful than that has happened. उससे भी ज़्यादा चकित करने वाली बात हो गई है। One may say that the Atlantic Ocean has British Empire के अंदर समा गया है। Better tell us, as साल पहले हम आपके ये केवल एक प्रथा नहीं, in the 18th century 18, that is a long time ago, लगभग 200 साल पहले की बात हो रही है। Centuries count for but little in the lifetimes of great nations, sir. यानी कि time is insignificant where big countries are concerned. जहाँ बड़े बड़े देशों के इतिहास की बात होती है तो वक्त की कोई वैल्यू नहीं रहती, वक्त की कोई बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं रहती। लेट मी रिकॉल द पैराबल ऑफ द प्रोडिगल सन। नाउ पैराबल मीनिंग अ शॉर्ट स्टोरी विथ अ लेसन। छोटी कहानियाँ होती है ना जिसके अंत में हमारे को कोई सीख मिलती है। हमने बहुत सारी ऐसी कहानियाँ बचपन में पढ़ी होंगी। बाइबल में ऐसी ही एक शॉर्ट स्टोरी का जिक्र है जिसमें प्रोडिगल शब्द का मतलब है वेस्टफुल। बाइबल की उस कहानी में एक आदमी के 3-4 बेटे होते हैं और जो सबसे छोटा बेटा होता है वो ज़िद कर कर अपने पिताजी से वो सारा पैसा बर्बाद, उसके इर्द गिर्द घूमते थे, उसकी उनको उनका पेट भर, लेकिन जैसे ही उसकी धन संपत्ति दोस्त वहाँ से चले गए। उस कहानी हमको समझ में आ रहा है कि बेटा लॉन्ग टाइम अगो सिंस येस्टरडे इट हैज़ इंडीड आई हैव नो टाइम अटेंड टू मीन्स क्वीन बताती हैं द किंग हैज़ अ कैबिनेट मीटिंग इन 10 minutes मिस्टर वैन हैटन। 10 मिनट में कैबिनेट आने वाला है, जो कहना है जल्दी कहो। I should like to see the faces of your cabinet ministers, King Magnus, when they hear what I have to tell you. अब ये तो सस्पेंस बढ़ता चला जा रहा है। So should I not in a position है। USA ने के साथ जुड़ने का निर्णय ले लिया है। So the prodigal means USA, United States of America, has returned to his father's house, means UK, United Kingdoms. Not poor, not hungry, not ragged as of old. कहानी में तो जब बेटा लौटता है वो गरीब है, भूखा है, फटेहाल है, तन पर कपड़े भी नहीं है। नो, दिस टाइम ही रिटर्न्स होम। हमारा जो पैतृक निवास, not showing much interest, but feeling, और यहाँ पर ट्रायम्फेंट का मतलब है विक्टोरियस, ये दिखाता वो लेकिन किंग मैग्नस आज़ादी स्थापित करते थे, वो फाड़ दिया. Rejoin you here shortly. Decided to rejoin the empire means left independent. एक तरीके से हम जिसमें कहते हैं I shall revisit you here dominions यानी colony. Will you will. He stares haggardly, disturbed into futurity. कि वो शून्य में ताक रहे हैं, भविष्य दिखाई दे रहा है. Now for the first time utterly at a loss. Utterly means totally at a loss. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है वो क्या कहें. He does not know what to say. He is so troubled. अब क्वीन ये सुनकर खुश हो जाती है. What a splendid thing, Mr. Van Hatten. ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. Wonderful thing, Mr. Van Hatten. Van Hatten, I thought your majesty would say so. The most splendid thing that has ever happened. And he resumes his seat. वो वापस से बैठ जाते हैं. The queen looking anxiously at the king. Don't you think so, Magnus? Anxiously, worriedly. क्या तुमको ऐसा नहीं लगता कि तो बहुत अच्छी बात हुई है? Okay, before continuing, let us take a break here. अगले सेशन में आगे कंटिन्यू करेंगे हम. थैंक यू.